Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond Borders Higher Ed Edition. I'm your host Almas from ICAE, and today's episode brings a truly global perspective to a conversation that is rapidly reshaping the future of education in India. So we're not talking about international education here. We're talking about global universities becoming a part of India's academic landscape right now. And joining me for this very special conversation is someone at the forefront of this transformation, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Western Australia, Professor Amit Chakma. So, Professor Chakma, very welcome to this podcast.
Delighted to be with you. Thank you very much for having me, and let me congratulate your organization for doing what you do, promoting international education to your product audience. So you serve an important purpose. So thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So, Professor Chakma, let me start with a bigger picture here. As a Vice-Chancellor of a globally ranked university, how do you personally view UWA's expansion to India?
Well, first of all, I cannot tell you how excited I am about the possibilities. So we don't look at our expansion into India just as an expansion growth of the university, international for the sake of growth. We see it as a significant strategic opportunity for us to go beyond what we do and how to make a difference.
Yes.
First, to the Indian education landscape, and then taking advantage of our variability to develop, to participate in an ecosystem that, in my view, will continue to evolve and will chart new territories, or will have the opportunity to explore doing things differently by very Indian opportunities, needs, and Australian needs and opportunities. There are many complementarity, there's some commonalities, and bringing those together and reaching out to the region, building India as a future educational hub for the region for sure, maybe for the world. So those are some of the aspirational goals. So it's really all about participating in a new journey with complementarity between the two countries and two education systems. And we are delighted to be part of it.
So that's a powerful way to frame it, because this isn't just an expansion, it's positioning India in a much larger global context. So let's just talk about India's place in the world today. So do you see India primarily as a student market, a talent hub, or a long-term academic partner for the institutions like UWA?
To be truthful, it's all the above. But to me, it's really the last one that you talked about.
The long-term partner.
Long-term partner. Strategic partner. India gives us the platform to do way more than what we can do alone. That would be impact. So what India offers is scale. What India offers is a vast young talent pool. And we, as a university, Australia as a country, will certainly benefit from it.
Next.
We hope that India will also benefit. In the near term, immediate term, the benefits are clear. With the number of learners that India has and growing in numbers, there is obviously a shortfall of spaces for them to pursue education. That's a fact. And then within that subset, if you look at quality of education, what we bring to India is high quality educational practice in our group. We've done very well over our first century. We have 160 and 70 years old, and we are globally ranked in the top 100 game of data. So to be able to bring that quality of educational experience to India, I think will contribute the Indian educational landscape. So what is more important for your listeners to know is that we don't look at UWA India as a branch campus. I do not like that terminology. We look at UWA India as an integral part of the University of Western Australia. So what does that mean? We want to provide the same quality of education through UWA India as we do in Australia. Not only that, we want our students in Australia to benefit from our campuses here at some point in time, not today. First, we have to start in the campus, demonstrate to our regulator, University Grounds Commission, that we are serious about what we do. Then other opportunities will come. We'd like to bring students from Australia to study with us here. And we would also hope that our regulator at the future date will also see the merit taking UWA India students to Perth so that they can study there. So that's where the synergies will come from. And then it doesn't stop there, because we want to be a true university. We want to do everything university does. We don't want to confine our activities here just like teaching students. We have to engage in scholarship and research right from get-go. So at recruiting professors, we'll have the mandate to teach, but also mandate to do research. So very quickly, we'll have research impacting positively the communities that we serve. You should, of course, we're looking locally, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
But research is such that you just need a base, a research impact cross boundaries. So we already know that the research that we can undertake, not alone, in partnership with our main campus in Crawley, in partnership with local universities, that can have significant impact on important sectors in India. For example, we are already working with mining industry on the education side. We are preparing micro-credentials to be offered to staff in the mining sector, focusing on sustainable mining. So we have had the leadership role in the mining world in Australia, try to deal with some of those issues. So our Indian partners believe that what we do will benefit Indian mining sector. But there are also gaps. We don't do everything India needs. So we've identified those gaps, continue to identify them. We are co-designing curriculum with the industry here. They'll not only benefit India, they'll actually benefit Australia. So doing the same thing with HCL, already projects are underway. So it's education, it's research, it's other community impact. So we want to do what we do in Western Australia, in India over time.
So we'll circle back to the research part shortly.
Yes.
So building on that how can initiatives like UWA India help shift India from being just a sending country to becoming a global education destinations. So that naturally brings us to the idea of what these campuses will actually, represent on the ground. So what students think of an international campus when they think about the campuses coming to India, they often imagine a traditional setup. So, but is this really an opportunity to rethink how global education is delivered?
Absolutely. So universities, by nature, are slow-moving organizations. By nature, we tend to be conservative. And I don't say it in a negative way. So universities do a number of things. So one is we advance knowledge, but we also preserve knowledge. Right? So there's a tension. When you advance knowledge, you're at the forefront, but you're entrepreneurial and you're exploring new ideas. you preserve knowledge, you interpret knowledge, you preserve it. Right? So that's a dynamics that we have. So, but when we do new things, it opens the door for us to experiment by new ideas. So UWA, my hope and my predictions will be much more innovative than UWA approach. Because our context is different, the needs of our students here will be different, and the opportunities are different. Example of that is we have been consulting with our stakeholders, students, future students, industrial partners, governments alike in India. And we understand that Indian students are very much interested in knowing what the career opportunities might be. So we do not believe that universities are institutions that are just there to prepare you for a job. Jobs are important. We believe that we are an institution that prepares students for the future. Job is possible. But we are mindful of the needs of our students. So we want them to be successful in their careers. And we are designing our programs in India to do exactly that. So we would like to create many internship opportunities for our students in India. And India has enormous capacity to do that because the industrial base in India is huge.
Exactly.
Now the Australian companies who operate here is quite significant. So we have already consulted with them. They're happy to create those opportunities. We have had initial consultation with big Indian companies. They're also happy to help us. So that's one way of doing things differently. Second way of doing things differently would be, how we actually deliver our education. So just this afternoon, we received some more feedback from leaders of the sector who interact with students, various student recruitment agencies and their heads. So one of the suggestions, which I like very much, was for us to do things that are not currently done in India, actually not even currently done in Australia that much, is to encourage high school students to take some university courses, encourage them to think of research, not necessarily to become researching, but research experience as part of the pedagogy of being able to ask critical questions. Try to find answers to questions that do not exist, just as a pedagogy to it. So I thought that was very encouraging. And it's so happens that we have started doing that in Perth. So we have built some micro-credentials for high school students. It's on an experimental basis.
I think according to the new education policy of India, most of these things are already started working on a ground level right now. We are looking more of a research-based studies for the students now.
So as a research university, we can make it exciting.
Yes.
So that's one experimentation. To other experimentations, AI. Right. So whatever we do on our main campus, it will be subject to many debates. Right? I'm hoping that we can actually experiment things here without that much time spent on debating.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you will be supported by the Indian education system here, because we have been seeing a lot of new things coming in as per the new education policy. AI is there, research-based studies are there, and students are welcoming these changes. Yes. And of course, beyond the experience, what truly defines a university is its academic strength.
Yes.
So with several global universities now entering India, differentiation becomes the key here. So what, in your view, will truly set UWA apart from other universities academically?
Thank you. I don't know what other universities are doing. I have a general sense of universities. But what I can say to you is that for UWA, as I indicated, these are the branch campus. This is our campus. And the core value add proposition that we bring is quality. We are not prepared to compromise our quality. That is our brand. And everything we do will be driven by that. Second element that we bring to the table is a very strong commitment to student success. So it's not just doing traditional things. We want our students to be successful. So I have borrowed the slogan from a commercial ad. So the commercial ad goes something like this: we, build resources one client at a time, so the investing back commercially. So I say we educate one student at a time. Right? So that's what we bring, a focus on students. During this vision, we're meeting with students just before coming here. My colleagues and I are meeting with students about one that answering questions. So that's what we want to do here. So that will differentiate us from men. We will not be the only one doing it. And in my mind, everybody should be doing it. But we are committed to it, so that would differentiate us. Third differentiation, strong focus on internship. Of all the universities that you have in the world, only probably a dozen take internship seriously. Why is that?
Yeah, true.
I would like India to be one of those universities in India that takes internship seriously. And if we do that, we'll differentiate our schools would have that differentiator in the marketplace.
So that is very interesting. So especially, because universities today are not just about teaching. You are also about creating knowledge.
Yeah.
So we have already talked about, how central research is to UWA's India vision. So do you see these campuses evolving into hubs for innovation, startups, and industry collaboration also?
Yes, in a different way. So first, we are new. Second, we'll be relatively small.
Okay.
So innovation requires scale. So answer to your question, yes, but in a different way. We'll do it through partnerships. We'll partner with Indian institutions, academic, research, industrial, and government. And I'm delighted to actually give you some concrete examples. Well, we have teamed up with Prime Minister's Science Advisory Clusters Initiative. So right from get-go, we'll be working on projects. When I say we now, this UWA, the both. We'll be working with those clusters to tackle problems identified by Indian industry relevant to India. We'll have exciting research component, but we will not be working alone. We'll be working with our partners. So that's one. Second one, our presence here just creates more opportunities for us to have a conversation with Indian research institutions to explore joint initiatives. So, as you know, we haven't actually started yet. But because of our presence in Mumbai, we have already connected with the University of Mumbai, identified 2 areas where we need to work on research, research, both research and education, and as oceans. Now, our ocean research is very strong, particularly when it concerns the Indian Ocean. And Mumbai has strong interest in oceans research through just a natural partnership.
Wow.
We could have done it without having a campus, but we hadn't. So actually being in close proximity creates more opportunities.
Exactly.
I have several other examples, but I think you get the point.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just circle back to the bigger picture, what we were talking about, creating a global citizen. So do you believe international branch campuses will redefine the higher education over the next, let's just say over the next decade?
Yes. So I admire about Indian vision is not only this new education policy is trying to meet domestic needs, which we talked about, but it also gives me the sense that there's also a global aspiration here
Exactly.
to make India a knowledge center. And I'm excited by it. So part of it is I have a deeper understanding, not as deep as yours. I was not born here. I was born nearby.
Yeah.
I have a deeper understanding of the history of India. And so a country that once housed Nalanda University, one of the world's greatest institution of learning,
And oldest. Yeah.
oldest. A lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't that civilization, that country, also have some of the great universities of today and tomorrow? I think it's a matter of time because all the Indian universities will acquire that sort of status.
Yeah.
And I'm just delighted that we have an opportunity to participate in that term. So what we hope we bring at this stage is catalyze that process because of our established practices, reputation, network, and those sort of things. So I think the best way of putting it is we not necessarily be the driver. Indian institution, Indian talent pool will be the driver. Even if we didn't come, even in international student university did not come here, India will progress.
Okay.
But well, international universities can do it the right way. We can accelerate that process.
Exactly. So before we move into the quick rapid fire, I'd like to get more personal perspective from you. So on a personal note, what excites you the most about engaging with Indian students and families?
Commitment to education, the values. So we met with students, guess who came? Parents,
Yeah.
right? And delighted to speak with parents. And because they were there, I was able to tell our future students that they should be grateful. Number one, they should be happy that they have been admitted by a university that I represent, like a top 100 university. Yeah, and that's a recognition of their academic achievement. And I said you should be equally grateful with others for their support. It's expensive to study overseas. I don't know the financial circumstances, but I can tell you that my father would sacrifice everything to send me to the city to study. So that's the value that I admire. And that is reflected in how students think, how parents think. And in many ways, that value system is a privilege our students have. So that is very exciting. Second thing that is exciting, I see it is more at an individual level. I see these bright, young, talented people. But I see them on our campus today. But they're limited in number. So UWA India opens the door a lot more than what we can in the country. So I feel very good about the possibilities that there will be more young, bright Indian students who will benefit from our education, who will graduate and go on to make important contributions to their society. So that would be very exciting. So this sheer scale of it excites me. The case in point, we produce about 35 MBAs a year at our main campus. We launched a global MBA program in partnership with I and Kojikode. You see the partnership model playing out here. Supported by an Indian business partner to take care of IT and everything else. First class. We launched the program. Already we graduated 100 students, 100 MBA graduates. So just within 2 years, we have 100 UWA global MBA graduates who are senior managers and leaders in Indian industry, and you have 1,200 enrolled.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So today we could have a large number of Indian students. About 24% of international students we have come from India.
Mhm.
But considering the vastness of Indian student body, that's a small. So imagine that at some point in time, our hope is that our Indian campus will have minimum 10,000 students. So that would be, graduating 2,500 students per year. That's scale. And I am confident that each of those 2,500 graduates over time will make meaningful contributions, not only to India, but globally.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know whether you've seen our slogan. So what I'm saying is not actually just wishful thinking.
Mhm.
What do Indian graduates do today? They have global impact. They go all over the world. So our slogan, very appropriately, our tagline is learn here, lead everywhere. And I'm excited about that, aspiration of possibility.
Yeah. So let's just lighten things up with a quick rapid fire.
Sure.
So one word to describe India's future in global education.
Global leader.
Degree or skills, which will matter more in 2030?
Both.
So one global trend in education people are underestimating.
Interconnectedness.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. So, and finally, looking ahead, what legacy would you like UW India to create over the next decade?
I'd like UWA India over the next decade to be an institution that people will not actually relate to Australia.
Yeah.
So the students, parents, community members in Chennai and Mumbai, so these are our universities.
So, Professor Chakma, this has been incredibly insightful and forward-looking conversation. Thank you for sharing your vision and perspective with us.
Thank you for your interest, and you are playing an important role in helping us tell our story, share our aspirations. So I'm immensely grateful to you for giving us the opportunity to tell our story.
Likewise. So, and to everyone who is listening and watching us, if this conversation has helped you think differently about your future, do share it with someone who's exploring their next big step. Until next time, this is Almas signing off from Beyond Borders Higher Education. Thank you.